And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. In today's review, we're going to be taking a look at seven, count 'em, 7 flavors. And who are these flavors by? Well, they're by a good friend of mine. Her name is E-Cig, and the name of her line is called Signature Sauce. Now, of course, I previously did a review on Nanberry Gasm, but YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, after Google bought them out, kind of screwed me over, and that video has been locked down. So, I finally have got a chance to go through and review some things that I've wanted to review for quite a while. So, you know how this works, my peeps. We're going to take off to a website, and you're like, well, what website are we going to? Well, we're going to nwpvliquids.com. We're going to get some pricing information. Then we're going to come back here. We're going to have ourselves a nice little 7-flavor vape session. And another website that you can get that from, I'll explain it once we get back. So let's have a quick toot, and we'll be on our way. And welcome to the brief online pricing tutorial for Signature Sauces, handcrafted e-liquid. Now, there's 2 places that you're best off going for your Signature Sauces. The first place being the only online vendor that carries Signature Sauces, and that would be NWPV Liquids, which you can find at nwpvliquids.com. Now, Signature Sauces, of course, comes in 0, 6, 12, 18, and 24 milligram. You can get Signature Sauces in a variety of different flavors through NWPV Liquids, starting at 10 mils being $6.50 and your 30 mils going for $18. Now, if NWPV Liquids should happen to be out of stock on something, your second best place to go to is Vape 108. Now, you can find Vape 108 at vape108.com. However, they are not set up for online orders as of yet. That will change in the near future, but you can call a gentleman by the name of Gooseman, who happens to own and run the store Vape 108, at this phone number, 414-810-1185, and you can place an order with him, which he will gladly take. Pricing on Signature Sauce through Vape 108, 10 mils run generally at $7.99, and 30 mils are going to run you $16, I believe he said $16.99. And that'll do it for the brief online tutorial for Signature Sauces. Get sauced. Now, back to the review. Alright, so now we're back. And, real quick, before we get into the vape session here, I just want to point out that E-Cig is also a host at a vape channel called Quest Vaping, which you can find right here. She has 3 shows right now. I'm going to put up some splash screens that's going to have some information on that. Then we're going to get to the vape session. So this is what her labels look like. She's got the Signature Sauces, and the name of the flavor, the Nic Strengths down below. And then off to the side, it says, keep out of reach of children and pets. Warning, this product contains nicotine. So, Nanberry Gasm. which I have loaded up in the King Bobo. That's right, Bobo's up. I have Nanoberrygasm loaded up in the Crown, which is a parallel dual coil to 1.2 ohms, and we're going to fire the Bobo at 15 watts. Now, Nanoberrygasm is primarily banana, berries, sweet cream in there. You get strawberry, you get a little bit of blueberry in there, just a hint. But your dominant flavor is the banana and the strawberry. And Nanoberrygasm happened to be the first liquid that Signature Sauces released. Flavor profile on this, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Is it all day vape worthy? Yes, it is all day vape worthy. Just because of that sweetness with the right banana that's in there. Just makes it all day vape worthy. Throw hit on this, I'm going to give it a mild. That's a 6 out of 10. And the vape production, I'm going to give a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. So next we have strawberry cotton candy, which I have loaded up on my Hanadana Xana Canacone, no logos, and I have that in my Sega tank, which has a 0.5 ohm coil head in it. I'm going to fire this at 30 watts. Now, the strawberry cotton candy, it kind of takes me back to like the circus. It very sweet candy type strawberry with that cotton candy type flavor. Really good. I gotta give this one an 8 out of 10 for the flavor profile. It is all day vape worthy. A throw hit on this, I'm gonna give it a mild 6 out of 10. And the big production, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of. Up next here, we've got Sweet Morning Dew. And I have that loaded up in a Pyro RDA on my Doomsday Gourmet Special Edition FU Hatton, or Fu Hatton, however you want to pronounce it, right? So the Pyro, I have dual. What the hell is that? Celtic wire? I have a dual Celtic wire coiled, I guess, however you want to call it. And that is at a 0.3 ohms. Let's have a vape. Oh yeah. Sweet Morning Dew. Let me tell you something. Sweet Morning Dew is something that I always have like every other day, and it goes perfect with coffee, okay? I know people ain't gonna be like, well, what the hell, man, Sweet Morning Dew with coffee? It works, trust me. Every other day I have this with my morning coffee. Sweet Morning Dew is basically melons, and I believe it's gonna be watermelon, honeydew, and maybe a touch of cantaloupe. And it's got a bit of a sweetness to it. Very, very delicious. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. This is definitely all day vape worthy. Throw hit on this, I got to give it a 6 out of 10. That's my mild. And vapor production, I got to give it a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of coffee, pecan cupcake. Now, this is fairly new to me, but I have it loaded up in my Dreadnought, which I have dual 20 gauge microcooled to 0.2 ohms. So let's have a vape. This, let me tell you something. If I could buy a cupcake that tasted as good as this, I'd be in bliss. I've never had a cupcake that tastes as good as this toffee pecan cupcake. I know they've got to be out there. But, further than that, this reminds me of those Heath bars. Very, very delicious. It's really got that sweetness that just kind of like brings it all together. Flavor profile on this one, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Throw hit, I'm gonna give that a mild. It's a 6 out of 10. And the vapor production, I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Okay, so up next we have Vanilla Frost. Now Vanilla Frost, I have loaded up in my Hobo version 2, and I have this one dual quad 32 gauge, which basically means 4 strands of 32 gauge twisted together. I love Vapor Grudge and his pre-made wire. It's great. This ohms out at about 0.25 ohms, and I have that on my Tesla Invader version 1. I think my batteries are starting to get a little weak on that one. Now, Vanilla Frost, hence just like the name, you would think that this would be like a super cold menthol with the word frost there, but that's just not the case. It's a very delicious, what I think is like a vanilla icing with a bit of a chill. And I can't decide if there's mint being used or if there's like a culotta that's being used with it. But nevertheless, I give the flavor profile on this one, I give this one a 9 out of 10. This is definitely all day vape worthy, and I've had other vanillas that are supposed to be similar to this, but it just does not stack up to this one. This one is by far the better type of vanilla chilled vanilla type that I've had in my time of being a reviewer. The throw hit on this, I gotta give this one a 5 out of 10. Drops below the mild, and the lesser the throat hit for me, that's a plus because then I get more flavor. Now, vapor production, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Next up, we have Cafe Crush, which I have loaded up in my Orchid version 4 on my E-Cig version 9. Now, I have this dual microcoiled to 0.5 ohms, and we're going to fire this at 40 watts, which will give us 4.5 volts. Now, Cafe Crush is like the second best juice that I've had by Signature Sauce. And it's more or less like a mocha style cappuccino with, I think, just a bit, just a just a touch of vanilla run through it. I gotta give the flavor profile on this a 10 out of 10. This is an immaculate vape. The throat hit, I gotta give that a 6 out of 10 for mild, and the vapor production, I give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. And the last one here we're looking at is Caribbean Kool-Aid, or maybe it's pronounced Caribbean Kool-Aid. But I have that loaded up in my Stellaire 26650, which I have dual twisted 30 gauge coiled, which comes out to be, what's that, 0.37 ohms. And I have that on my Tesla 120 watt box mod, which we're going to be firing at 63 watts to give us 5 volts. Oh man, this is the best liquid that I've had in the Signature Sauce line. And other than the new ones that she has coming out, I've had them all, you know. And this is primarily, I just did a Zombill, everybody group vape. Primarily, this is a tropical. It's like a tropical breeze. It's a tropical menthol. So you got like tropical fruits in there. You got like pineapple. You got other citrus blends in there. Really, really delicious. This is one of my personal all-day vapes. I go through a 30 ml of this probably about every other week. And I vape a lot of stuff. Now, flavor profile on this, I gotta give it a 10 plus out of 10. Throat hit, I gotta give the throat hit on this one a 4 out of 10 because of that coolness factor. Gives you more flavor too to enjoy. And vapor production, I gotta give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. So there you have it, my peeps. That's 7 from the Signature Sauce line, which you can get from NWPV Liquids. And if they don't have it in stock there, then I suggest you give a man by the name of Goosemon a call at Vape Shack, or not Vape Shack, sorry Goose, vape108.com, which you'll find the number to his store at Vape 108. So, Raider check. I think maybe 2 things that are missing from your line that I would like to see. You know, as good as you are a juice maker, I would love to see some kind of a custard or some kind of a like a cereal type vape. Maybe not like a Captain Crunchberry, but something that's like in the cereal type vape department, you know. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube, and as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy vaping.